Good evening and welcome back to Concerned Citizens Media. Uh, as usual, I have some news for tonight. The first news, this is a very essential one. Nobel laureate Abiy Ahmed and his collaborators are facing lawsuits in the criminal court, in short, ICC in The Hague. Spokesperson of this case, Mr. Gzacho Saboksa, this lawsuit was filed with the communities in the Netherlands. The lawsuits allege Demelash G, this guy is Director General of National Intelligence and Security Service, and the senior officials in the Department of Defense committing serious accusations. It is more than two, but I just want to mention only the very serious accusation against Abiy Ahmed, Demelash G, war crimes against humanity, and the second one is war crime. These are very serious lawsuits. These lawsuits focus conducted against Oromos in Wallagga, Guji, and region. The displacement of 1.9 million Oromos from their land under Abiy Ahmed administration are included in the lawsuit. And praying for accountabilities in Ethiopia. If this lawsuit is serve that purpose for Oromos, these criminals will pay the price for what their mothers, Oromo fathers, children, youth, and in Oromia region. So, Oromos and the friends of who brought this lawsuit against these criminals with whatever they can. Sharing documentation about the crimes committed against Oromos in Oromia region, showing the moral and other support they may need until the end of this case. Concerned Citizens Media encourages the lawyers and the community who brought in The Hague to seek for the OMN documentation. The Abiy Ahmed confiscated from OMN studio. These documents for the successful of this lawsuit. So this is from is a recommendation from Concerned Citizens Media. Confiscated by Abiy Ahmed and his security forces from OMN Media. These are first account, very essential evidence about the abuses conducted in Oromia region. So these lawyers and the communities who brought this lawsuit should demand the release of this document, or to get this document through lawsuit or whatever from the Ethiopian government. These are very, very essential document. These are videos, audios, first account collected by OMN journalists, so they have to work on it to support. Eros and Carres, Oromo use embargo is in effect in today. This is a forced embargo called to pressure Abiy Ahmed and his administration to fulfill the following concerns in Oromia region: unconditionally release prisoners, stop arbitrary detention of Oromo and the subject localities in the hands of security forces, remove the command post from Oromia region, and a fair election so that Oromos can elect their own representative for their focuses on interrupting transportation of goods, including the capital city Addis Ababa. There are reports of the heavy military gear in several towns and cities in Oromia region and unblocking. The embargo already created shortage of fuel, CAT in several towns and cities. Extremely of Bajaj, those three-wheel taxis seen in several fuels. There are also reports of security forces arresting the youth who participate in this embargo. The security forces also using move around and conduct security operations. This is a very dangerous move, and it can exemption of these vehicles in the future. Eros and Carres did until Oromos can run their own matters on their land. Flood heavily damaged Sodere recreation resorts in Ethiopia. According to resorts administrator, all the building structures such as guest rooms, kitchens, rooms and others filled with the flood, and all the properties inside them were badly damaged. To bring back the resort into normal operations, it will cost about 30. So credit for this news, BBC Afan Oromo. Finally, Tigrayans 190 parliamentary seats for the region in defense of Ethiopian. TPLF representatives and the voters have been expressing the constitution and making it an exemplary election for others in Ethiopia. They said that election is a legitimate public right to elect and individuals who can lead them for their next 5 years. No to deny such paramount public rights. We can protect ourselves from COVID-19 and choose our leaders using excuse me, we COVID-19 and choose our leaders. That's what they say. We can protect ourselves from COVID-19 and choose our leaders. Using COVID-19 and other excuses to extend election indefinitely is unconstitutional. The central government in Addis Ababa must allow the public voice to be heard instead of extending its power without public blessing. The mood was celebratory in Mekelle and other cities and towns. The result of today's election is expected to be released in 2020. The Tigrayan relationship with the central government to today's election remain to be seen. Concerned citizens media suggest the government in Ethiopia respect the election outcomes and for the sake of the stability of the country. That is a concerned citizens media suggestion. So respect the election result and conduct your own election uh, for the sake of the stability of the country. Threatening citizens with various means do not help us to preserve Ethiopia for the future generation. Diplomacy, respect for each other, and for the rules of law can allow us to protect Ethiopia from further disintegration. That is a comment from concerned citizens media, and I think it is the best solution instead of threatening and using forces or as uh, you know to make the Tigryans or to kneel down threatening them with other means will not help us to protect if we care about Ethiopia. That strategy will not help us keep Ethiopia together. So force should be avoided. Diplomacy should be a major the negotiation and respect for each other will help us to keep each future generation if we care about it. So that's all the news I have from Concerned Citizens Media. And I will close with a video uh, shared book by, I think, it's about the move in
Chips Ahoy cookies made with Hershey's milk chocolate.
Okay, that's a video expressing celebration about the election in the Tigray region. So the mood is nice. We wish them good luck. You know, that's the public should exercise to vote and to elect their representatives, and nobody should threaten or by intimidation or other means or by using other excuses. So we must demand no excuse to stay in power without public giving you the Ethiopians, all Somalians, Somars, Walaitas, Sidamas, Gurages, all we should come together and demand the election to have our own republic. No excuse, no COVID-19. The Tigray showed us that it can be done safely by using masks, by using hand sanitizers, social distances. Yes, it can be done. Abiy Ahmed, you must hold election. No excuses. No excuse to postpone it. Excuse to stay in power. No way. The public must demand. We all must come together to demand that election. So that is the message, the very important message for today. Read it in the news. The lawsuit in the International Criminal Court. That is also the major development. Those intelligence security officers and the Defense Department who are using power against Oromos and others. So that is very interesting development. We have everything we can to make it successful, to create accountability. We are acting like with immunity. International watchdog, international already reported what's going on in Ethiopia. So everything is can be hidden from the public view, and you guys, we are watching you. The world is watching you. You cannot hide from the law, and you will be all I have. And I wish good luck for the Tigrayan votes, and I wish their elections to have their own representatives through excuses. We don't accept it, and that kind of extension will lead to dictatorship in Ethiopia. I already expressed before. This is a dangerous move, and the neighborhood in Eritrea, the one-man show, I said already, good for Ethiopia. And we have to demand it, and we have to make our own very, very soon, choose our representatives, and stop the bloodshed and all these abuses in Oromia. Thank you for listening again. So long, everyone.